Hi, thanks for watching. Well, we're finally there. Wednesday, the 20th of November 2019, which means that Mercury is going to be going direct actually today. Yesterday was the last full day of Mercury retrograde. It is still around at the moment. It's actually going to be, let me see, 7:12 p.m. UTC, which is GMT that we have in UK. So that is, keeps disappearing, yes. 2:12 p.m. just sort of into this afternoon Eastern Standard Time, 11:12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're watching this on the Pacific Coast on the west side, it's probably gone direct already, but it certainly is going to be direct today. Mercury is still in Scorpio, and we've got a post shadow which goes on till the 7th of December, where we'll, I wouldn't say so much we won't see anything like as much in the way of problems around Mercury retrograde now. The pressure is very much off in that respect. But for the next couple of weeks until 7th of December, my God, 7th of December in a couple of weeks, that is very scary. But yeah, the next couple of weeks, we'll just be kind of gathering up answers to some of the things that have been happening, and we'll begin to realise that it's all been about lessons, and it's all been about stuff that, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, that kind of thing. And this is the time when we start getting stronger. So I am absolutely delighted with that. Elsewhere in astrology, because it all matters, the moon phase at the moment, she's in last quarter. Let me just see exactly. She's about, 44.6% full at the time I'm doing this, which is actually 9:05 a.m. UTC, UK time. Because I had a fantastic night last night at Blackreed, and it kind of tends to make a person go a bit sleepy, because it's great fun. But there we go. Yeah, she's well under half full now, and that'll be the case right through until the new moon comes in on the 26th. So less than a week there to new moon, and that's going to be 15:05 UTC. So what's that? 10:05 a.m. Eastern and 7:05 a.m. Pacific. We get that new moon, and that in itself isn't a great time to launch anything new, but it's when new things start coming into being. And a couple of days after that, it's going to be good to launch new projects completely free of the whole Mercury retrograde shenanigans that's been going on. The moon today is in Virgo, and she's sextile Mercury. She entered Virgo yesterday, 5:54 Pacific, 8:54, this is PM by the way, 8:54 PM Eastern, and 10:54 PM here in UK, just after I got home, in fact. So we've got that Virgo moon now. There's a tendency towards wanting to kind of clear things up, keep things tidy. Well, that is no bad thing, particularly with a new moon on the way. It can get a little bit OCD though, so if you find yourself just kind of manically wasting the day cleaning things, try not to worry too much about it, okay? The moon is sextile Mercury. It's really good for expressing emotions, feelings, that kind of thing. You can almost wear your heart on your sleeve, in fact. Almost. It's never really too good to do too much of that, but you can kind of let your desires be known to the world. It's a great time for anything connecting to the esoteric as well. And the esoteric, it's a word we use about kind of anything spiritual, but it plays into anything that isn't a hard and fast decision, like, what colour you paint your house, what clothes you decide to wear, that kind. That's a man talking, by the way, but that kind of thing, things that matter in some way in your own mind, but where you could choose whatever you want to do. That is esoteric, and it's a great time for that. Mercury, although almost direct, is actually void in Scorpio at this moment, and that makes nervous energy quite high. We get sort of communication problems, possibly. Schedules can fall apart, things can break. But the main thing that I'm noticing here is it says changes or unusual conditions in the weather occur. High winds, mental and actual, excuse me, blow through any thickness that resists movement. Now, there is something very strange about today's weather in my little part of the world, which is West Wales, UK. My cats, they love to go outside, they're real outdoor cats. And I've seen much worse weather than this, much more stormy conditions, and they're quite happy to go out. They just do not want to go out today. They sort of had their breakfast and they're just kind of huddled in the kitchen there. And I think animals are a much better kind of register of what's going on than humans are, because we have our practical plans and things, and Yeah, my animals are definitely not interested in going outside today. So there is something up with the weather, and that is Mercury being void in Scorpio. I'm sure that's what is behind that. Not a great time to kind of start new things off, but it's pretty good time to kind of finish what's already been started, and that goes hand in hand with it being the last quarter of the moon at the moment. Okay, Mars is opposite Uranus. Could be conflict around that, but the great news, again, as well as the moon sextiling Mercury, which is rather good, Venus is conjunct Jupiter. So confidence, generosity, feelings of prosperity influence things. And, you don't actually have to have the prosperity going on immediately. If you feel that prosperity is around, it's going to be a better day, and you're more likely, with that law of attraction thing, to actually bring prosperity into your life. So Venus conjunct Jupiter, that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to leave it there, folks. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers, by the way. The number is going up and up. When I get to 1,000, I can start doing live mediumship on YouTube. And won't that be something? I think it will be anyway. But there we go. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Follow me around the internet, share me around the internet if you can, actually, because it's always good to get the word out. Leave me a comment, it's always good to talk, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.